And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're going to talk about the Tooth Fairy, or the Tooth Fairy game. Now this game had me pretty interested in it just because it comes with piles of plastic teeth. And if you look at the cover here, it's actually pretty horrific if you think about it. The Tooth Fairy coming in and yanking your tooth out. Anyone who's had a tooth yanked knows that that is a somewhat painful process. The Tooth Fairy game is about these plastic teeth. This is made by Peterson Games, and Peterson Games is known for their plastic. You know, Cthulhu Wars has more plastic in one of its pieces than this whole game does. But it's about plastic teeth. This game has 4 little games inside. Let's take a look at each. There are 4 games in Tooth Fairy. Each of them involves players having their own bag and teeth of their color. So let's go over the 4 games very quickly. Game 1. That's my tooth. For 2 to 5 players, each player is going to have a bag, and in that bag, they're going to have 5 teeth from each player in the game. And as soon as you say go, what you're going to do is you're going to race to pull out teeth of your color. Well, that's not purple, so that's not going to help me. You pull out one at a time, and the first person to pull out 5 teeth of their color is the winner. I'm doing pretty well here. Ooh, I got 3 reds, so what I can do then is if I get 3 of someone else's color, I can throw them in that person's bag, making it harder for them to pull theirs out. That's the whole game. Game 2, pulling teeth. In this game, you're not actually a color of tooth. You'll have a bag, there'll be some bags on the table depending on the players, and you'll be putting teeth in each bag. Some of the bags might have 2 of each color in them. And then on a player's turn, they're going to roll a 6-sided die. On a 1, 2, or 3, they're going to pick a bag and pull teeth from that bag randomly, hoping to get different colors that they might need. If you roll a 4, you force someone else to put a die back into a bag. If you get a 5, you take a random tooth from someone else. And if you roll a 6, you can look at someone else's hand and take one of their teeth. As soon as you have 2 teeth of every color, then you are the winner. Huzzah! The next game is Lie Through Your Teeth. In this game, each round, each player is going to secretly roll the die. You're going to take that many teeth secretly and put them in your bag. Now, what players are going to do is they're going to say how many teeth they think there is of a certain color around the table. I might say like there's 3 blue teeth, and the next person either has to say a higher number of the same color teeth or the same number of a different color. So I could say there's 3 green teeth. Oh, there's 5 green teeth. No, there's 5 blue teeth. And any other player can call someone a liar. At that point, everybody will empty all their bags, will reveal all the teeth, and if there is less than what the liar said, then the person who accused them loses half their teeth. Otherwise, they win. And the person who they accuse loses half their teeth. Those teeth are thrown back in a bag. You roll dice and put more teeth in your bag. At the end of 5 rounds, whoever has the most teeth in their bag is the winner. Finally, we have Treasure Teeth. This is for only 2 to 3 players, unlike the other ones. In this one, you take some teeth that are not being played with. So maybe here we have the green and the yellow teeth that are placed in there. Then each other player is going to take all the teeth of their color and put it into their bag. This is your currency, essentially, that you'll be spending. You're also going to get one of these teeth randomly that is basically worth double points to you that only you know about. And so players are going to be trying to collect these other teeth that are here in the middle of the table. Now, what players are going to do on their turn is the first thing that you'll do is you're going to roll a die. And this is going to be how many teeth you're going to put in here, and players are bidding over this number of teeth. Then you're going to roll the die, and this is how much players can bid. You can bid 4 to 8 teeth. So you can bid the number up to the double the number that is rolled. So it's going to be 1 to 2, all the way up to 6 to 12 teeth. Players are going to take that many teeth. So let's say, for example, it's 4 to 8. So I'm going to take 8 teeth. I'm going to try to really win this. You're then going to split these between your 2 hands. You can put them all in one hand, or about 6 and 2. You put this out there. The other player, or players, will pick one of your hands, and that's your bid. And whoever has the highest bid is going to win all these teeth that are out there. And at the end of the game, those teeth are going to be worth 1. Except for the one that you have secretly, those teeth are worth 2. Most points is the winner. Okay, this game has tons of teeth. That's the game, right? It's all about having these plastic teeth. They could have been cubes, but they're teeth. And it doesn't affect any of the games at all. None of the games are really about teeth, but they're fun. They're little, they're plastic teeth, and it makes me want to find some other game that has cubes of these colors and replace them. The colors are fine. Again, red and green should not be in a game these days at the same time if you can help it. The bags, though, okay, so I have a big hand. There's no question about that, but that's ridiculous. I played this with my kids, and even they complained about putting their hands in these bags. For a game in which you need to pull stuff from the bags often, these bags are too small. That's actually a pretty negative point against this game. I was pretty disappointed with that. Other than that, that's fine. The rule book explains everything, and the game is about the plastic teeth. I just was really disappointed with the bags. Okay, so there's some problems here. The games itself, like, it's not very strong thematically. This is 4 different games, and they say here very specifically, all games are good for 6 and up. Each game's a little more difficult. So that's my tooth. Just grabbing teeth from a bag, fine. Kids enjoy it a little bit, but it's okay. Pulling teeth, where you are just rolling a die and seeing what happens, that's a pretty bad game. Just straight up, you roll a die and do what it says. Not fun at all. That's the worst of the 4 games. Lie through your teeth is a version of Liar's Dice, which would be fine. The idea of saying what teeth you think are in everyone's bags, especially when you reveal them from round to round. But the fact is, if you roll 6, you have more teeth in your bag than everybody else. That's just problematic. I don't know why the die is even involved. Treasure Teeth, that's the best game of the lot. It has some interesting back and forth. It was a little weird, again, that they used the die for determining how much you bid, especially like you roll a 6. You're bidding between 6 to 12 teeth. That's crazy amounts of teeth to bid to have that forced thing. Again, I feel like the die was shoehorned into all these games. Almost every game here, with the exception of the really bad number 2 game. But the rest of them, they could have just lived without the die. The die felt like it was thrown in for no reason. I'm a big fan of dice. This game didn't need them for these particular games. So last game's good, just has some wonkiness to it. And I played these. Again, I think the intent of this game is to play with kids. I played these, and while they were somewhat amused for a bit, nobody was really that tied to any of these games. Then you add in the fact that no one's hands, except the smallest kid, is going to fit in those bags, and it kind of makes the whole thing a moot point. It's entertaining. Hey, I got a box of teeth. Hey, this is fun to play. We're pulling teeth. But the games themselves don't hold up. Yes, there's 4 of them, but I need, in a group of 4 games, one of them has to be pretty good. I can't take a bunch of mediocre games and add that up to one thing that I can tell people to get. So, yeah, if you want some teeth to replace other game pieces with, that might be worth doing. You know, I'm trying to think, pandemic with teeth, a dental plague passing through the world, maybe. But other than that, even for kids, I'm not sure I could recommend this games at this point. Dice Tower Judgment, 2 bad games, a meh game, and an okay game. Altogether, if you want plastic teeth, sure.